Well, today's Monday the 27th. I was just dropped off by Nate. Great individual, works at one of the resorts near Winter Park. Dropped me off at the trailhead, which was really welcome. And I got a beautiful morning here, heading out on the trail. And I'm so fortunate to be here. Well, made it to the top. If you can see in the distance, there's a weather kind of station out there, and then some beautiful mountains. And you might be able to make out on that next green hill the trail. That's where I'm headed. And right in front of me, you can't see them. There's some, I think they're grouse in the rocks, little guys in them. There's a bigger one. Well, still above tree line, somewhere over 12,000, and you can see the trail kind of curling down there. Boy, it's like a different world up here. Kind of unsettling in a way that if it's real windy, it's not right now, and obviously bright sunshine, so it is very nice. I don't want to be up here if there's a thunderstorm rolling in, but right now it's just ideal in the mid-morning time frame. Hey, I wanted to give you a sense. My last couple legs have been short, low 30s, before a rest day. This one to Grand Lake is closer to 54 miles. So I'm giving myself 4 days to get there. Some elevation early today, tomorrow, and then it flattens out a bit. So should be doable. Weather looks good the first 2 days, and then greater chance of rain, I think, Wednesday, Thursday. So I think, I hope I'm getting my legs. I feel pretty good. It's obviously taking me longer to make this distance than I had originally planned, so I'm going to have to give that some thought. But overall, doing good, and I'm fortunate to be out here. It's just a beautiful time to be hiking. Well, good morning. Today's Tuesday the 29th. I camped down there last night, kind of a alpine lake. You can see the waterfall being fed by snow above, and a lot of spots. It's a dirt road people can drive up to and enjoy a pretty pristine lake. Well, made it to the top of James Peak, a little over 13,200 feet. Rain in the distance there, but can see quite a ways. And I'll go this way. Well, I've been walking through a burned section here, side of a hill. I'll pan back. I can't really see too well back there, but you can see forward quite a bit of burned area. Fortunately, someone has cleaned the trail, or cleared the trail, such that walking is relatively easy. But just the sheer destruction is amazing. Well, good morning. Bright and early on Wednesday, July 30th. Had to hustle into a campsite last night. Last night, probably closer to 4 o'clock. As it started to rain, set up real quickly, hopped in a tent. But the rain was short-lived, so that was good, and things are mostly dry this morning. A little damp, but all good. Today, about 15 miles, getting closer to Grand Lake, and maybe even a state park of sorts. which will be okay too. All right, slept well last night, and should be a good day. I see the sun. Well, yesterday we had rain on and off. Oh, there's something in the distance there. I'm gonna try. Some elk. I'll try to keep them in focus there. Wow. Probably 6 or 8 elk. And you can see one trailing. There he is. That's pretty cool. Well, bright and early on Thursday morning, and just panning over to where I think the sun's coming up. I think it's going to be a clear morning. That's very welcome. Well, on a Thursday morning, looking down on Lake Granby, just south of Grand Lake. Beautiful morning. Incredible view. Here's an example of one of the water sources here in Rocky Mountain. Maybe you can't quite see it there, but there's a strong flow on the reeds, and I was able to collect right off that. Very good water. Well, here we are Friday morning. I made it into Grand Lakes yesterday afternoon. Spent the night at the kind of a community center that they open up for hikers, and that was pretty nice, and got a chance to meet another hiker or two, but all good. Well, arrived at Grand Lake yesterday afternoon. Maybe I can show you a few pictures of where I stayed last night, a community center, which was pretty nice. Then I'm going to take a couple days here and rest up for the next leg. But beautiful today, Friday, and a great resort area. Well, I'm taking a couple days off at the Shadow Cliff Resort, hotel resort, and you can see, boy, just incredible pictures and view from here. We are up a little bit. We walk around a little bit more this way. Just incredible, and see down the valley here, just amazing. But rest up for a day or two, and then head north. Steamboat.